Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where handbags are my love language and where I also want to share a little bit of that love with you guys. Today I'm going to reveal one of my latest purchases, and I say one of because there are a few that you haven't seen yet. So if you do want to see them, make sure you subscribe down below and stay around. Today we're going to talk about the latest and greatest, and one that I have been using the entire summer and I just cannot picture my life without it. I know it sounds so dramatic, but you're here for that, aren't you? I have lived in Antwerp for 15 years, and even though Antwerp is a fashion city of sorts, they have a very good fashion university. A lot of famous brands have started from Antwerp, or designers have started from Antwerp. Like one of the most famous ones that I can think of at this point that you might know, that you can see being sold everywhere, is Maison Margiela. I believe that he studied in Antwerp as well. Anyways, Antwerp is not a random city. It does have quite a well-known fashion entourage, if you will, which I clearly am not part of. Antwerp is not like a huge city if you compare it to London or Paris. So a lot of the brands that you would want to see are not always represented because just there's not enough market for that. And one of the brands that was never around was Celine. Well, lo and behold, I've lived here for 15 years, and turns out there has always been a Celine store around, which I did not know about. And now I just stumbled into it. I was looking for another bag, and I actually got a bag from that brand, but that's for another video. I went into the Celine store, and the Celine store in Antwerp is attached to like another like multiple brand store where you have like Eloise, The Row. What else did they have? They had Chloe, just kind of like brands that I usually am not able to see here and touch and feel and all that kind of stuff. Went to the Celine store. I was the only person there, and the sales associate was super friendly, super adorable, super patient as well. And I was kind of like trying to test the water, see, was he friendly, was he not friendly? They had so much stock. I have been to humongous Celine stores where they have barely anything, and everything that I asked, like, oh, do you have this in another color? The guy went to the back, brought me something, you know, and I was able to scratch off so many items off my wish list, or not even a wish list, but if you're a handbag lover, you will know what I mean. You have like a list of bags that you want to touch in your life, right? It sounds like kind of perverse, but you know what I mean. You want to see that bag, you want to touch it, you want to exclude it or perhaps include it in a list of sorts, but you want to like feel the bag. So I had plenty of those. And they even had the Celine Boston bag in the kind of like the, I don't know what the size is called now, but they used to have a small one and they had the large one or like the medium one, and now there's one in between. If you want to see a fun story, Maggie has a really fun vlog where she went to the Celine store and they started arguing with her because they said the size does not exist. Well, I saw it for myself that it does exist. And the sales associate, like many a times when people are passionate about a brand themselves and you start chatting to them, then the sales associate was so amazed that I knew so much about the brand. So basically, I was rummaging around. I was not planning to buy anything. I was planning to buy something entirely different, which I'm still planning to buy, but I was looking around and suddenly I stopped dead in my tracks. I see this bag, and it's a bag I know about. I know about this bag, but I had never seen it in that color. So allow me to introduce to you my beautiful Eloise bag in the, it's like the original size. Is it medium? Is it large? I think it's the medium size. I think it's like the normal size. Put the slouch in there, but this is basically what it looks like. And it was sitting on the shelf, and I know Maggie is a huge fan of the Eloise bags, and I love the silhouette, all that kind of stuff. But the one thing I don't like with Celine is their cognac color, whatever they call the brown, like the dark, you know, the tan cognac, whatever color. I've lost, I have forgotten what they call it, but I purchased, if you do remember, a few years back, I purchased the Celine Leandre bag, and it was a hobo bag of sorts. But the problem, there were two problems with that bag. I bought it pre-loved, so I was not able to like touch it and feel it in the store. But the two problems were that firstly, I have realized through trial and error that a really cognac-y color does not suit me. I love it in other people, but it just, I can't look towards that color. And the other problem was that it was a lot more of a rounded bag. So this one you can see it's a lot more, has a lot more space. Like this bag fits a ton load of stuff. And it doesn't look great when it doesn't have anything inside, but I just wanted to show you really like how it looks like. And I put this one on, didn't think much of it, and I looked at myself in the mirror and my shoes matched the bag that day. And I was like, God damn it. You know, when you know that damage is going to be made. And I looked at it and hand on heart, I rarely do, like, I've grown, I guess, I've aged, I've matured. Matured is the word we're looking for. I don't fall for spontaneous purchases anymore because I know how they end up 9 times out of 10. But this was just one that I was like, oh goodness, me, I can see myself just using it and abusing it. And it does have a grainy leather, but it's not like too grainy. I almost cannot explain, but I do not enjoy like super grainy leather. I don't like it. For example, the Celine Nano luggage, I have it in the smooth leather. Don't have a single scratch on it, but I hate the Nano luggage with the grain leather. I think it looks horrendous. Anyways, there's a time and place for grain leather, and I have got this grain leather bag now, and I wore it and I saw it and the color, and I was just like, this is just me to a T. And like, honestly, the way I was able to like justify this is that I had to part ways with my Bottega Hop bag. I still need to film a video about the whole ordeal with that. But I did, if you remember, I did replace the Bottega Hop with this one. It looks very mustardy and yellow in this light. Well, I'm in a very bad light. I'm sorry for that. Very professional as I am. Anyways, I had to part ways with my Hop bag, and that means that there was a little hole to be filled of a bag with just like one strap, throw it on your shoulder and go. So that's kind of how I was able to justify that. I do not regret this purchase one bit. I used and abused this bag the entire summer. Like, it was the best bag. Went to the beach with it, did literally everything, threw it around, did not think much of it. On the inside, it's this beautiful suede leather. It is so, so, so beautiful. Does it have a zip pocket? No, it doesn't. It's a big hole. Well, you're gonna be able to see, but it fits a ton loads of stuff. And girl math, comes with a pouch. So it's like 2 for 1, right? Honest to God, I never do that, but it's never bad to have a pouch that you can use, that you can actually use. And this pouch, could it be bigger? It could, but it's also not too big, but it's also not too small. I've got my phone in here. It fits my phone. And what else could I put in there? I could put my wallet in there. I'm just showing you what could fit. Well, I have to put it flat like that. And then you could close it up and you could put something else, lipstick. Do you need to protect the lipstick? I don't know. Sometimes, if it's limited edition, discontinued color. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Because I'm a weirdo. Anyways, you have this. So it does have a D-ring in there, so you can put whatever pouch you need. You could put like a Louis Vuitton one or whatever you have. I adore this bag, and I have really realized that cool colors, like I knew it, but sometimes you just need to remind yourself once again, yet again, that I look good in cool tone colors, nothing warm. I'm going to show you the bag. This is how I carried it the entire summer. It is such an awesome bag. It's like a cool mom bag. It's a cool, just running errands kind of bag. Just absolutely awesome, amazing. I even like this part here. It's such a smooth leather. Like it's comfortable to carry like this, you know, when you're just out and about. And the slouch, love the slouch. Also, quickly gonna show you, the strap is removable. You could remove it entirely, and you can make it a little bit shorter. I currently have it at the middle stance, if you will. I'm going to put it on the longest, because one awesome thing that I like about this bag is that you could, if you wish, if you so wished, you could carry it crossbody. See? Would I do that all the time? No, I wouldn't. But listen, you have the option. And there are some places in the world where maybe you do want to have this option, that you just have your bag here at all times. Nobody's cutting into it. Nobody's taking anything out of it. We're cool, right? So you have that option, and I really like it. Just like under the TD here. I like this option, and yeah, now I have it at the very longest, but I think it's a little too long. I like my bag to be tiny bit up higher. I'm now going to show you also a few tech accessories that fit in there that might be really important information for those of you who want to use this bag maybe to like carry around. An iPad. This is kind of, sorry. So an iPad, this is kind of like a normal size, fits in there, no problem. But the greatest of them all is the fact that a 13-inch MacBook, is it yeah, it's a 13-inch, 100%. A 13-inch MacBook will fit in there, like so. So in landscape, you could even turn it like that, but it does absolutely fit like so, and you have plenty of space, and there is no way that I feel that it might damage the straps or whatnot, because it's really like, it's a very sturdy, well-made bag for sure. So this is a really great discovery. I hadn't done that because I used this bag purely as a vacationing bag in the summer, and it's going to be a great bag also for the fall season, because it is a grained leather bag. It's not too precious. And if there's anything that I've learned also throughout the years, again, wisdom comes with the years, is that I love the peace of mind of a bag with a zipper. Not just only because of, you know, safety reasons that no one can really put their hand inside, but also just the fact that I cannot lose anything myself spontaneously. You know, you can like throw around everything and you know that you have everything, as opposed to something like this where it is a gaping open hole. Yeah, and I have many thoughts about this bag. We'll share them in the future. But yeah, so this is my newest addition. I love the color. I will make sure to find out what the color name is, and I'll put it in the description box below. I will definitely keep you updated on like the wear and tear and a more in-depth review of this bag, as I've had it for a few months. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you again next time. Bye.